Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I already designed our listing page, and here I just take only the three static data. Okay, so that should be our layout. And also I added our right sidebar on particular that position. So right now I want to do, if you go to our home page, and in our home page there is all that link. Okay, like there is a football category, and for the football category here I just put one of the link as a category slash by the ID. Okay, so if you click on here, it should be redirected to the category with the ID, and all that football category news will be visible on particular that layout. Okay, so how can do that work? For doing this, first of all, we have to create one of the route for this one, like as a category and the ID. So if you want to create the route, then you have to go to our route, and with the route that is a web. And for now, that is actually not important. I just remove it. Okay, there is a category. I remove it. So I just remove all the things from here. Okay, so I also want to remove it. And in our route, first of all, here I want to create one of the route for this one. Like I just copy. Okay, I just copy, and I just want to create one of the route as a category. Okay, so category slash, and then I have to also pass the ID. So here I pass the ID. I hope you can well understand about it. And now for the listing page, I already created one of the controller as a listing page controller, and to the listing page controller, I want to create one of the method as a listing. Okay, so that here I have to create that listing. So that is the category and the ID. So here you can see that is, if you put your cursor here, you can see that is actually the category, and after that category there is the 4 ID. So there is another category. So there is a 5 category ID. Okay. So now we have to assign that things on here. So here for the reasons I just define that category and that ID. And after that, there is our listing page controller. I have to create that listing method. So now first of all, find out that listing page controller in our controller area. If you go to that HTTP and then the controller here, you can see that is the listing page controller. So for now here, I want to create one of the method as a listing method. Like here, I just define as a public, and then function, and then our method name. So here I just define that method as a listing. So function and the listing method. So now I just added that method. Okay, and into this position we have to actually what the data we need. Like here, if you go to that listing page, here we need the picture, here we need the title, that means the post title, there is a date, and the author, the created, that means the creator on particular that position, and also there is a short description, and also there is a comments. So it's pretty much the same things what exactly did I on particular that positions in our home page. Okay, in our home page it's pretty much the same thing. So now we have to actually get all the things. So first of all, I want to assign all the things in our this controller. So here I first of all take one of the variable as a post. Okay, I just define the post, and now I have to actually get all the things from our post model. So I just define the post model, and with the post model I just define width. So I hope it should be very much clear to you, like I did that type of work a lot of the time. So in our post with here we have to assign all the things. Like here we have to assign the comment, we have to assign the category. Okay, so also it should be showing all the category names, so that is actually our category name will be visible on here, and also we need the our creator. So for now I want to assign all the things in particular that position with the array. Like here first of all we need the comment. Okay, we need the comments, and also we did that work in our home page. Like here you can see we have need the creator, there is a comments. So for now I want to actually assign that all the things from in particular that position. So that is we need the comments, and also I have to assign the category. Okay, I just assign the category, and also I need the creator. I just define that creator, and after that I want to show that status. That means when this status will be the one, all that one value status he will be visible. So for the reasons I just define one of the where condition. So here I just define that where condition, and in the where condition I just define our field name as status. Okay, status, and only he will be get that one status value. I hope you can well understand about it. So if this post status will be the published, then only it should be visible in our category page. Okay. So for the reasons I just define that status value 1, And now also I have to define our category. That means the category value will be visible on here. So for the category I define the another where condition where, and in where I just define our category field name, that means the category ID. So I just define that category, okay, category ID, and underscore ID, it should be showing with the ID. So here I just define on the variable as the ID. So because of all here you can see in our route I just define the category, and then also they have some of the ID. So we have to actually get that ID first of all. Here I just defining it. So I just define that ID, so it should be matched with this one. So compare, I just defining it on particular that position. And after that here I just define as a or where. Okay, I just defining another or where, and in particular that position I just defining as a created by. That means the which actually created that post. So here I just define that created. Okay, created and underscore by, created by, and also it should be matched with our ID. That the ID I just take on particular that position. And after that I want to actually get all the data with the order by. So here I just define that order and then by. So I just define that order by, and it should be get all that order by with the ID, and also it should be show as a descending order. Okay, so it should be also show as a descending order in particular that position. And also here I want to actually add the pagination, right? So after the 3 post or after the 5 post, it should be go redirected to the pagination page. So I just added one of the pagination for the reasons they have also one of the comment. So here I just define that paginate, and how many after the how many posts you should be paginate. Like here, if you want to do that work for the 3 or limit, if you want to add some of the limit for the 5 after the 5 posts, then it should be show that paginate. Okay, so for that now I want to actually add the 3 limit. So here I just define the paginate, and here I just define the 3. I hope you can well understand about it. So for the reasons I just defined the paginate, and here right education purpose I am using the 3 post. After the 3 post it should be display the pagination. Okay, so there is the order by ID and the descending order. After that I just define the pagination, and then I want to return view. So return and then the view, and here it should be redirected to our which page? It should be redirected to our listing page. So in our listing page, that is in our font and the listing. So I just define the font folder and then the listing page. So I just define that listing page. Now I want to compact it. So here I just compact. Okay, in a particular that position I want to define first of all here I define that our post. Okay, so here I just compact our post on particular that area, and then I just added our semicolon. So that's all you have to do here. I hope you can well understand about it. So here I used our post model, so we have to use it. So here I just define as use, and then our app, and then our post model. So I just defined our post model on particular that position. So now we have to work in our listing page. Here you can see I just compact our all that post. Here I get all the things. I also assign the limited as a 3. So now it will be redirected to our listing page. So in our listing page now I want to work. So that is our listing page. So that is our row, and in our listing page they have the same situation as per our home page. Like here you can see they have will be the one layout. So here that should be the one layout, and then there is actually another layout. So I did that work in our home page. Like for this one I just assign one of the if condition with the key. I just define as a 1 value, and for the rest of I just define as a 0 value. Okay, so now I want to do the same things in our category, that means the listing page. For doing this, first of all I want to work for this one. Okay, that means this one. So here if you go to that our listing page, so there is a mobile category, there is a mobile. Okay, and here there is our first post, and after that there is actually call 6. So right now they have the 2 call 6. I only want to work with 1. So right now I just remove that things from here, because here I put some of the limitation. I only want to iterate that things with 1. then it should be automatically get all the things. So first of all, I want to work in our that area. For doing this, first of all, I want to take one of the for each. Okay, so I just take one of the for each. After that, so here I just defining it. After that is actually the call, after the call 8. And here first of all, I want to take one of the for each. Okay, I just define the for each, and in particular that position I have to define, like from here I just pass that our post. Okay, so now I just take the things as here there is a post, I just assign as, and here I just define that things with the key, and here I just define that key value as a post, so I just define as a post. Okay, so for now that is our for each. So now we have to finish it. So I want to finish it after that div. So here is a div. So here I want to finish it, like I just define as a at the rate and for each. Okay, I just define that and for each on particular that area. And now I have to actually isolate all the things on particular this one. And here, as I told you, they have the two type of layout. So one is for this one and another is will be for this one. So for the reasons, I want to define one of the if condition that I already discussed about that things with you. Here I just define one of the if condition, and into the if condition here I just assign our key. So that is our key, and for the key I just assign as a when it should be the 0, then it should be a display that part. Okay, then it should be display that part, and after that here I just put the else. Okay, I just put the else, and else he will be show at the another condition. So for now, first of all, I want to finish that if condition. Okay, like that is actually if condition, I just finish it into this row, so then it should be display on particular that area. So after that row here I finish it, like I just define as a and if. Okay, and then after another one layout, so for the another layout I just define another if condition, I just define as if, and for this one I just assign as a key. Okay, key, and for the key I just define as a 1. So when it should be the 1 value key, then it should be actually load this part, that means the call 6 part, and it should be also finish after that, after that day. So here I finish it like as a at the rate and if. I hope you can well understand about it what exactly the things I want to do on here. So for the one key value layout, this layout will be just like that, and for the 0, like the here, that is another one, I just put that condition as a 0. So when it should be the 0, then it should be redirected with this one. Okay, that means you load that layout. So here for reasons I just define that key, and here I just finish that if condition on here, and I just take another if condition as a 1, and 1 he will be load that part. So I just finish that if on particular that area. I hope you can well understand about it. So now we have to actually iterate all the data. Like first of all, that is our category name, and then the picture. Okay, so I will continue this process, and in our next video I will first of all iterate this part, and then I will iterate the another one. So there is another layout to this part. So all that category will be displayed on particular that position. So how can do that work? In our next video I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.